Better than Lego. Better than Lego.
Matthew Johns is in position for a long-range shot. He's with it now, Matthew Johns. Here goes the kick from Johns.
Welcome to the Johns Family Podcast for this week. Patricia, Jack, how are you? Going good?
Good, Matthew. Well, I'm well.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. How about you,
delay?
Cooper?
Is that, are you guys on delay?
Yeah. It's
Jesus.
I didn't hear you speak, Cooper.
He said, just
I
because he
didn't
said
say
Trish
Cooper.
and Jack. Two ears, one mouth,
Yeah,
Matthew.
well done, Cooper.
You say that all the time. How are
Yes.
you, Patricia?
I'm well, Cooper.
Hey,
We need to have a chat, though.
why?
She said that last night when we were laying in bed together.
I don't
She
like
said, I
Cooper's
don't like the
attitude.
mood in the house that Cooper's setting. And I said, I find the mood fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's directly
Okay, go.
towards me.
Okay, go.
Okay, it's fine.
We're on the potty.
Oh, no, we're not going to have it now. No,
No,
but
no.
I just don't
Yeah,
like your
let's
attitude
do it.
towards me.
It's the family podcast.
Have it
Our
out.
listeners
Okay, well,
are
let's
Cooper,
do it.
that's quite simply, I don't like your attitude towards me.
Can I have
And
an
I don't
exa-
like your, anytime I ask anything, there's a huffing and a puffing and carry on.
Okay, what was it last night?
Sounds like a wolf.
Aggravated you.
Oh, I couldn't put, it wasn't just last night, it was just all through the day.
Is
Gotta
there
be
is
more
there any?
And
specific.
even
Trish.
before earlier out there, when I asked you for something about moving your car, you went, I'll move it just before you leave. Like, with attitude.
That was exactly how you speak to.
Jack was out there.
Yeah.
I did not say it like that. I
Guys.
said I'll move.
Guys, you've got to get off Cooper's back. He's proud of you, mate.
Thanks. Dad knows what it's like.
He's made a tea.
No, that hat doesn't belong in here either.
We'll get to you. You're wearing my shirt. I demand you take it off.
Yeah. Take it
you
off.
We're giving it away.
Off.
And I... That's so inappropriate. Come
not.
on, let's move on. You're
Let's have a wet t-shirt
Darrow.
contest.
We
Let's just
should have
do
a
it.
wet t-shirt
Yeah,
contest.
Gav
Well, that'd be
suggested
interesting.
it. Hey?
That'd be interesting.
It would be. Sure would be.
You guys would be very nipply.
Yeah. Trish, you little nippleless thing you are.
Hey, can I go to Jack for a second?
Go on.
Because Jack went out and had a couple sherbets the other night
Alcohol.
out in the city, and I believe you saw a very special guest.
Yeah, I saw. Went past that new Jams, new Maryvale place, and saw Chris Lilley.
Oh, I love Chris
Yeah,
Lilley.
yeah, from Summer Heights High.
Yeah,
and-
but something happened.
well, he kept looking at me. Like this is going to sound weird, but I saw him, he saw me, and then he just kept looking at me, and I was thinking, does he know the podcast? Does he know rugby league, or does he know? I don't know, but I was he. But I was going. He just kept looking at
Maybe
me.
he just looked at you and went, what a handsome young man.
You know what he said? No, he went. He looked at his friend and he went, that's Joey's nephew with a bad habit. Bad habit for drugs.
You're bad.
Wrong nephew.
Or possibly he's scouting for a potential new
Ooh.
show.
Or he was looking at this guy. Look
I'd
at
love
this
that.
weird, awkward dude. I could make a funny character out of someone
I
that
would
looked like
be.
that.
He could be an
Very
Italian
proud of
Australian.
that.
You're an Italian Australian character.
Thanks,
You're
Colbert.
He
Hasn't done anything for ages. I wish he would. He's so
Did
clever.
he get? Was there a bit of a?
Oh, yeah.
Of course,
He got, what are they called?
they cancelled him for a stint, but it's back. Some
back,
high
yeah.
back
Yeah.
on
I mean,
Foxtel.
It's very
It's
funny.
funny. And it's in,
Well, if you don't find it funny, don't watch it.
that's very true.
You have to click.
It's satire.
You have to click to watch the show. If you're offended by it, just don't watch it. I don't
Yeah.
It's like,
understand why.
it's like certain radio shows where people go, "Oh, mate, that's disgusting." Well, you know what it is. Don't listen. You know,
Yeah.
it's like searching pornography and then going, "That's disgusting." I just saw a set of boobs.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, yeah.
You've gone looking for those boobs.
Yeah.
But those, I mean,
God bless
the problem
those
is
boobs.
online.
Hey?
Online, it gives idiots voices.
Yeah.
That's the
suppose.
problem.
Yeah.
It's
so
true.
when did you?
I'll stand by
'cause
that.
Trish's, I'll announce this right now. Trish's a good old-fashioned troll. Yeah, you get on there.
A what?
You troll
Troll.
people all the time. Boo, get that into you.
No.
Is that how they
See,
talk?
this is the thing, and I've often said this to people
Mole
who
troll.
have been upset or disturbed by something they've read about themselves or their work or whatever online. I went, don't worry about it. Who are these people? I said, have you, a good, decent person of good character, ever submitted a nasty comment? And they went, well, no. I said, exactly. Yeah. So they're the people that you're letting into your life by
Way
that.
to make them feel good about themselves. Trish.
What about-
Excellent. You
okay.
should take a motivational.
Thank
Before
you.
we move off Chris Lilley, is there a certain character of his that you find
Mr. G.
Yeah,
Mr. G is my
Mr. G
fave.
is pretty
I
good.
love
I think
him.
Mr. G is very
Mr. G's awesome. Jonah's good.
Jonah,
Watching
naughty
it
boy.
about third time around, just some of his off, miss. Oh, I love. My favourite is when they get Jonah's dad in
Oh,
to give a talk about, like, you know, how you got to stay on the straight and narrow, and because Mr. Jonah's dad had just come out of jail, and his speech to the whole class was, "If you f*** up in school, then you'll f*** up in life," and that's.
I like the little side characters. I don't mind Mr. G's like sidekick. He's Smithers
He's
almost.
Smithers, yeah.
Oh, the other smaller
He's
teacher.
good.
I tell you what,
Just back up.
Angry Boys is good too.
Oh.
Angry Boys, he does my favorite character in that. He does the surfer. It's kind of like it's almost like a part of it's like the Bra Boys almost. He's in, but he's like the Mucka Mad Boys that his surf
Mucka
gang's
Mad.
called, and he's only got one nut because he got shot in the testicle.
Do you know,
What, with a gun?
I haven't seen Angry Boys.
It's very funny.
And there's also We Can Be Heroes.
yeah,
Oh,
that
We
he's
Can Be
done
Heroes.
previously.
That was his.
Yeah.
That was very,
the
very
break.
good.
Oh, he really needs to do something. Well,
he's gotta-
please, Mr. Lilley, if you're watching
Yeah.
or listening,
And if you were looking
Call
scouting
out.
for talent the other day, I'm available.
he is available.
He's Joey's nephew. Joey's got a bad habit.
Stop it.
Bad habit for drugs.
Don't. Uncle
Trish,
Joe.
I tell you what, there's trouble in
What?
paradise. Old two hot guys, David
hot
Beckham, Mark Wahlberg, getting a bit of a fight.
I know.
Bitch fight.
No, he's suing him for millions.
Who's suing who?
Beckham's suing Mark Wahlberg for millions over. Now they didn't name it, but I think without needing to name it, we
No,
all
they
know.
did name it.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
Well, we won't name
The
it.
fitness gym. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fitness gym investment. So he's suing him for I can't remember how much.
15 million.
What's he
Yeah, I thought it
done?
was 16.
Like, has
I don't know. They didn't give the details of why he's suing.
Who's
him, so
bought
I'm not
into
sure.
what? I have to say
Beckham
what.
bought in with Wahlberg because I
Oh,
think
yes.
Wahlberg
Wahlberg
bought
has a
in.
really
He
big
bought into
standing
the
in
company,
this
and now
gym.
he in turn got. I think Wahlberg's got the American rights or something.
I think so. I know that he does do a lot of promotion for it, so I feel like he's.
Trouble in paradise.
Who wins?
I
Who wins in
know.
the fight, Cobber? Because they're
Oh.
two little men.
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about Wahlberg.
In the
You know,
courts or in
easy
the
to look-
ring?
It's easy to look tough in movies.
Yeah.
I get the feeling.
Is
he,
it? You didn't look that tough in Footy Legends.
Hey? No, I didn't. I wasn't
playing
trying
an
to.
old man.
I wasn't being contrived. Where Mark Wahlberg comes in and says, I just get the feeling in Mark Wahlberg saying he's a self-styled tough guy. I just go, is he really? Like, I mean, it's easy to look tough in movies.
Do you think he's
I think
riding
he-
on the coatails of that Boston tough guy thing?
Oh,
because he's from
Southie.
Boston?
Yeah, could be. I just think he's one of those guys that hears action but never hears cut.
I don't know about that. I think it's
Wow,
harsh.
wow.
You
Can
met
I
him?
say something on people suing people? Sorry if I met him.
Yeah.
Yes, I met him at Triple M.
Yeah.
We
And
met
he
him.
stood there very
I was
quietly.
about to say impressive rating 1 to 10.
Channel 7 as well. You did when they were
him
promoting
and
the
Will
other
Ferrell.
guys.
Yeah,
you
that's
it was
right.
Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg, and Anthony Minicello. You did
And
a
did he impress you? Like give him a rating out of 10. 10 being the highest, 1 being
Okay.
unimpressive.
The day with Will Ferrell, he was put very much in the shade because Will Ferrell was so nice, so giving, and Mark Wahlberg was late, and he was very subdued. Not saying he wasn't nice, but he was just,
He just didn't give a lot.
it was sort of nothing,
Well,
wasn't
that's
it,
his
boys?
personality,
Yeah.
really.
He was nothing. And
Yeah,
then
he
when,
was
when he came
nothing.
into Triple M, he was a bit the same. And it was funny, as we're about to start, MG just let rip this massive fart almost on his leg. His neck nearly snapped. Now, talking about Trouble in Paradise between celebrities, well, this is an old one. I was listening to a John Fogerty interview. By the way, I love John Fogerty. And he was talking about basically the Michael Jackson thing, where Paul McCartney, it was misconstrued. It was sort of like that Michael Jackson bought all the Beatles songs. But Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson were friends. They did Say, Say, Say together, which was a huge hit. Say, say,
Oh, yeah.
what you want. It's not bad.
But don't.
But he did it, and they become quite good mates. And he encouraged Michael Jackson to buy the back catalogue. He said, mate, buy it. Be worth a heap. So
Who
Michael
had the back catalogue?
That's a good question,
They were with
Tricia.
Apple.
Apple.
I can
Yes.
see the
They-
Beatles
I think
like
they
Apple
were
before
looking-
this Apple.
I think
Yeah.
they're looking to maybe to liquidate some of their assets. Maybe. I don't exactly know. Maybe there was...
But did the record company have the?
I don't know.
Rights?
But anyway,
Yeah, is it
Michael
rights?
Jackson, he bought the rights. And what happened, one of the agreements Paul McCartney had was just treat the songs with integrity. Don't just sell them ad hoc to ads. Anyway, sure enough, as soon as he got on Michael Jackson, he started selling them to ad companies. Now, when Michael Jackson died, I believe he's got them back again. Not Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that right? He bought them back,
I
Jack?
think he bought a few back. I don't know if he bought all of them back.
Yeah.
But I've seen him do an interview on Howard Stern, and Howard asked him about it, what the situation was, and he said, he goes, it's quite ironic, I gave him advice to buy music rights. That's where the money is. You own the songs and you sell them.
so not
and then he said, like a year or months later, he said, Michael rings him and goes, haha, it's only business, Paul. Like
He bought it. He bought it for I think he bought it for something like $10 million US, and ended up now it's worth when the Beatles went through that big return, which they do about every 10 years, it just went astronomical. Went through the roof.
Wow.
And so I don't know. I know he bought, as Jack said, some of it back, but it just shows you, mate, when you got something, you just got to keep it what's yours.
Well,
Don't sell it.
it's a good lesson for people out there.
For
If you
all of
believe
us.
in something and you work hard at something,
Yes.
don't give up.
Say to all of us.
Well, look at
Yeah.
a perfect example of that was Miss Swift,
Oh yeah.
and then she recorded all of her
So
entire catalogue.
There's a few artists doing that now.
Yeah, well,
there's
it's
another iconic female artist that's in the midst of doing that as well.
Do you
Yeah, what is
forget
that?
her name or?
I think it is Kelly Clarkson.
Something like-
What happens like?
No, I think it was Kelly Clarkson that
So-
suggested it to Taylor Swift.
That's right.
Right.
Girl
Because
power.
every year she sends her flowers or a cake for the suggestion, telling her to re-record it all because it's been the best business decision for her.
That's interesting. Is it that easy though? Just re-recording.
Well, it wouldn't
and then
be.
to take it off the record
that-
company.
so
No,
that's
because the
what-
record
it's-
company still has their recording.
Yeah. So what she re-records it under the Taylor Swift version of that album and just
Yeah.
puts it back out to Spotify and that.
So the
And
albums
then-
are there. They sit
Both
next to
of
each
them.
other
Yeah.
on. So you go on Taylor Swift Spotify.
But your fans will
They're-
go, yeah.
Yeah,
What,
and she's got a very loyal fan base. So she's one of the few artists that really it could make a real dent.
So
doing
when
that.
you look at it, it's got Taylor's version.
Yeah,
Is that-
is it Taylor's
Yes.
version? Yeah.
Got it. I'll make sure.
Actually,
I'll make
she
sure I do
just
that,
released
Cal.
her new album this week, and apparently, like within a couple of days, over 300 million, like fastest download.
But is she happy?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
My thing,
Sad.
it's like she's jumped on the hype train with it too, like because so much has happened in the last year with her and Travis Kelce. He wins the Super Bowl, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost like she's gone. Well, but we better chuck an album out because
I totally
well,
agree.
I
You
don't know
reckon?
about that
Hang
because
your
she
head in shame,
announced
Taylor
it.
Swift.
She announced it at the Grammys, and I don't know if that was before or after Super Bowl. To be fair,
it was not that
I mean,
long.
you just don't whip up an album overnight, and it's a
Yeah.
double album at that.
Well, then if that's the case, it's a pretty good timing.
Yeah,
to-
she was
think-
just ready to do it.
I think is this I think she probably did. Or the whole thing's a marketing tactic knowing she was about to drop an album.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Going out with Kelsey and making sure he was in a Super Bowl and making sure they won.
Yeah. She got a lot of money.
Totally,
Hey,
yeah.
can I just say one quick thing?
You don't have to ask.
Am I allowed to do that?
Go on.
Are you?
Our
Awesome.
good friend of the podcast, Dale Finucane, officially retired.
Did he?
Yes.
I did
Effective
not know
immediately?
that.
Effective immediately.
Oh,
So
wow.
for all
Oh,
of us
why?
here at the John's Family Podcast, we want to wish you all the best in retirement. I can tell you from
Oh,
experience,
absolutely.
you're going to enjoy yourself. I think it was
feel
like
like
a
seeing
medical
Kenny-
retirement.
Oh,
He was
really?
forced into medical retirement.
Oh,
feel like
well, I
seeing
hope he pursues his music now.
Well, I think one thing about Dale is he's not going to be short on it because he's a good talker. He can play music. He's not going to be short of a gig. So,
Yeah.
Dale, if you ever want anything, mate, you just reach
Within
out.
reason. I feel like doing a Kenny Rogers song just to pay tribute to him.
Like
Go on.
what?
Which one would that be?
They don't make him like they used to. Go well, Dale.
No, that sounds awful. I feel a little weird. I was a bit tired last night. I kept waking last night. So instead of just tea, because I've gone back to tea, I put a little coffee in my tea.
Oh, here we go. So the old
Tastes
days-
all right.
The old days when you used to sprinkle a bit of smack on your snow cones.
But I actually feel a bit weird in the stomach. I don't know
remember
what
that,
that's
Trish?
done.
We first started going out, and you'd smoke a few billies, and next minute she's just sprinkled a little bit of smack on top, and it was a slippery slope, but we got her through it.
Yeah. Trish, have you got you've
Mate,
come prepared with a
I've
small
got
little
a
list.
lot of tidbits I found this week that I think our listeners will find quite entertaining. Okay, top things not to say to your wife or partner, guys. Now, you can thank
Where's
me
this
later.
from?
Actually, it was from a poll done online where people actually, women, I'm assuming, because I related to a lot of them, put in their suggestions.
Okay.
Okay,
Read the first
number
one.
one, and Matt is
Don't reverse
Highly-
don't reverse into the bins.
guilty of this. You didn't tell me that. Matt's forever saying, you didn't tell me that. I go, yeah, I did. You just weren't listening.
You are a cow, Matthew.
Matt, did a tree fall in the forest? Probably, but I didn't hear it. I wasn't there. Just because you whisper it, babe, just because you said
you
it
never
doesn't mean
listen.
I have to
No,
hear
that's
it.
all right.
What'd you say?
Yeah, exactly. The next one, and these two
Talking
run parallel.
interesting.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Do not say that. And just relax. The other one,
you
which an
should,
old
though.
boyfriend used on
You
me
women-
once.
What about chillax?
You women should relax sometimes, though. I
Yeah.
will say that.
Yeah. Obviously, things annoy us that don't annoy you, like your untidy room and things like
Calm
that.
down.
But that's
Oh,
okay.
God.
Chill out,
Hey,
Trish.
hey, first world problems, Trish.
No, I can remember the first time someone said something. It was my old boyfriend.
Which one?
And he said,
Come on,
take a
please.
Valium. And I nearly hit the roof.
Yeah, it looks like you adopted it because you're the king of saying that. all the
Trish
time.
likes uppers,
Yeah.
not downers.
Yeah.
You
Now
said
I
she
just
says
reverse
it
it.
all the time.
Yeah.
She
She
just take a
does.
Valium.
Yeah, she does. She does. You learn it off the
Well.
old boyfriend.
And this
You're right there, Cobber.
and this one, never, ever, 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 ever say that. This one.
Here we go.
Have you gained weight?
Oh, maybe
You gained weight?
maybe people in glass houses, Trish. You don't mind doing that one to me. Oh,
I
look
know.
at that! I did marry your father.
Well, that's true.
in
If you got
fairness,
a double
Gaz is-
chin,
Yeah, well, let tell you, I didn't marry Grimace either.
In fairness,
I don't know
Gaz
what
is looking
Grimace
good.
is like.
Grimace
Gaz,
is the
Have you
purple.
seen Gaz lately, Cobber?
No, I
Your
haven't.
father? He's
Not
looking
for a
good.
couple
He's in
of
good
years.
nick, mate.
He's going
mate,
good.
that's mum and dad are amazing. They're in their 70s and they are on fire.
Yeah,
And better energy levels than we have.
excellent.
Gail still does F45.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Can you believe that?
What,
Yeah.
F45? She joined F45?
I think, yeah.
Oh, she's been doing it for
She'd
years.
be one of the oldest. She'd be one of the oldest women in
Yeah.
Australia.
Oh, God. Hope she doesn't sue Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, might be in something in that.
Yeah, I wonder what that gym is.
I'm actually studying, I'm thinking about starting F43.
What's that?
43 minutes
Same
workout.
workout, but it only takes 43 minutes. Just,
Oh, yeah.
Just don't worry about the warm-up.
Do you
What about
reckon-
F30? Works better.
29, even
Ooh.
better.
Like 7-minute abs down to 6-minute abs.
What about F2? Yeah.
I'm excited to. I'm looking forward to getting back to the gym.
Oh,
Good luck,
Who's
Clubfoot.
My gym. It's going to be
Yeah.
a while though.
I love to remember when Trish goes, am I getting too muscly through the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. I am. Oh, well, I was.
sorry.
It's funny, what do you stand in front of mirrors and like two-way mirrors and like get the glance in the middle of your back? Mate, we'll let you, Trish. When you start to get too muscular, we'll
tell
I
warn
don't trust you people. You
No,
won't
it's all
tell me
right.
that.
Yeah.
We'll tell you.
You will tell you. When you start to grow a dick, and we'll say, what the hell is that? Get off those steroids,
When it
woman.
starts dangling down on the floor. Oh, my Lord. Okay. I've got
Nice
some other
balls,
tips for
Trish.
people in brain health.
Oh, go.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Vigorous exercise really helps your brain health
Yeah,
because
we
it
can do that.
actually, like, as opposed to yoga and you're walking and just those slow things, you need a bit of cardio in there because it opens the blood vessels, getting more blood to your brain. Okay. This came from a doctor, not me. Lots of water. You need lots of water again. Keep your blood
H2O.
vessels. Yeah. Okay.
What Mountain Dew?
I don't know. I suppose it would give you some degree of hydration, but not as much as H2O.
Fanta?
Jack.
Fanta?
Oh, stop it. Well, just keep away from the
Creamy
ciggies
soda.
and alcohol because they, like, ciggies constrict your blood vessels
Alcohol.
and the alcohol inflammatory also. Yeah.
That is true, especially for leg injuries like yourself, Patricia.
Ligaments.
I definitely wouldn't recommend, especially as you get into your older age and it becomes
Drinking.
Who's getting
harder to
older?
heal, would be drinking when you've got lower leg injuries.
Yeah.
The recovery time can almost double.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Like
yeah.
you haven't been drinking.
So,
Hang on a second. Mate, he's talking the first 48 hours after an injury.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, you sleep, obviously, that's a given. And the other one, which keeps brain health good, is stimulating and interesting conversations and learning new things.
Well, you better find a
Okay.
giant house to live in.
Give
Trish.
I
that-
know, I
give that-
thought that.
should
I actually
give that a
thought that.
go
No
one
wonder
day.
my brain's going.
Can I just say
It's ironic you said that after what you
you've come to the segment with a brain health segment,
Yeah.
which is just said exercise, stay hydrated, don't smoke, don't alcohol, sleep, and engage in interesting conversations, and that's it.
That's it.
That's- but
I
that's
know it's
not-
basic,
The last one.
but
Why would you
sometimes
waste
people
our listeners' time
need to be reminded.
telling people just live healthily?
I'll
because
tell you what,
people don't get
that
the
last one there,
specifics.
engaging in industry conversation, part of my brain just died. Okay, what do you got, Coops?
Because different activities use different parts.
Well, we take your word for it.
Thanks, Trish. Well, let's go to a quick break. Okay, welcome back. We were just talking about some weird things in the break.
You're the
Yeah,
worst son
Trish
ever.
actually did grow male genitalia. And I said, Trish being Trish, you probably rub it in my face while I'm asleep.
We've got a little game today. After Matthew last week spoke about the Knights flipping the NRL logo,
Franks and beans.
Franklin and Beans, I've come up with a logo quiz.
Oh.
in the NRL.
Oh.
It's going to be tough, Trish.
Sure don't want to turn that emblem around the night. It's not too late.
Okay.
And
the
rename
first one
the-
is
Mascot.
we're going to give you 15 seconds. You guys are going to work together in this one.
I hate those.
Shit.
I know, but you guys just have to think together because it'd be hard
Okay.
on your own.
Okay.
It includes 4 teams, and I'm going to give you the question of you have to name the 4 teams that their logo has this in it.
Okay.
In the NRL,
Oh,
there's
we'll
17
try.
teams, so you guys got to do it quick.
You better entertain the listeners while we're thinking.
How long
Yeah,
we
you
got
guys. You're gonna. You know
said
what? I'll
15
give you
seconds.
20 seconds because it's
No,
pretty
because
hard.
people.
for each one?
Yeah. Not for each team.
No, for the 4.
No, you have
Okay.
to name the
Oh,
4
Let's
sorry.
just get started.
Yep, sorry.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
God, why does the
Trish,
the directions always take so long with
I
this
don't
group?
know. I don't, yeah.
You're adding to the
What
problem,
a
Trish.
contradiction that was. Keep us started.
Okay, ready? 4 teams in the NRL that their logo has their teeth exposed.
Tigers,
Eels.
Panthers, Eels.
Yes. There's one more. Tigers, Panthers, Eels, and there's one more.
The Warriors on? No.
Think
tons
those,
out there.
Think about those animals.
Is it the Warriors?
No,
It's not the
Oh,
Wild.
no,
It's
no,
not
no,
the
no.
Roosters, it's a beak.
Storm.
5 seconds.
Sharkies.
Boom.
Well done, Jazz.
A second to spare.
Jack John!
He comes in clutch.
You
It
are a
does.
star.
No wonder Chris Lilley's been
I
looking
had
at you.
absolutely
He's
no
a
idea of any of
naughty
those.
That's
boy
very-
with
'cause
a
that's very hard.
bad
Yeah,
habit
you
like
did
his
well.
uncle.
You
Bad
guys just went
habit for
boom.
drugs.
You surpassed the first round. Moving on to
Impressive.
the second round.
Okay.
3 NRL logos that include the colour green.
Raiders,
Yes.
Bunnies.
Warriors.
Wow, 3 seconds.
Trish.
Congratulations.
Well done, good pick there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new logo
They're
does,
the
doesn't
blue,
it?
green, and white.
Used to be
right?
the grey and black one.
She's a naughty girl with a bad habit for bodybuilding.
Well, I'm glad that I got to something. Go.
Yeah, me too. Okay, the next one. The 3 NRL logos that the mascots are human.
Storm.
Titan.
Warriors. Cowboys.
Storm is not included.
Cowboys. Warriors. Titans.
Titan. Isn't he a
Warriors
human?
are not. No.
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Yes.
Titans.
Yes.
Knights.
Boom. Yes.
Well, the Warriors. That's a human.
It's not because the symbol itself.
Is it tiki sort of thing, is
Yeah.
it?
and the storm. There's actually a bloke
Yeah,
holding
but
a
the
lightning bolt.
Storm
storm
man.
is a lightning bolt.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
okay.
The storm is not a
So
human.
was Titans not one?
I suppose the Raiders as well.
Yeah, you really didn't think that one
You
through,
didn't
brother.
think about that one,
So,
did you?
yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
that
we
one.
won
We
anyway.
got one more.
I'll cop that one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So this one's individual.
Okay.
So
Ugh.
everybody gets to think of their answer here,
Oh, cool.
and I'll give you 5 seconds for
Okay.
this. Okay. Which of the current NRL logos that are out there is the oldest? So like Knights have just changed theirs, like flipped it the other way.
I know
Which
this.
of the current is the oldest that hasn't been changed for the longest time?
Oh,
Do you mean the actual logo itself?
Not the well. Which
or
one?
the mascot?
Which of the current ones? No, not the mascot. The logo hasn't been changed.
Yeah,
in the
'cause they always
longest time.
update them.
Because they change them all the time,
Oh,
modernise them.
man.
Which has been the longest serving logo?
Do you know, I'm going to say the Rabbitohs.
You think the Rabbitohs?
Yeah,
Jack?
I know no better.
I reckon it's Queensland. I'm going Cowboys or
I
Broncos.
hope, yeah, it's not the Dolphins.
I reckon. I'm going to say the Cowboys, Coop.
Oldest. They come in the comp in 94.
No,
No, but
it's
without
the logo, that
change.
update, Cobber.
Do you understand the question?
So it could be a
Thinking
shorter
about it.
lived club.
The Storm
that
changed
hasn't
their
changed it.
one in 2021, so
Yep.
then it becomes void.
Yes.
So they've only been around for 3 years.
Does that include
logo?
Well,
people
it's-
like centennial ones? You know, they sometimes change it. Like,
Well, it's
before-
interesting because the Rabbitohs traditional one initially was the white rabbit, but now they've got the black rabbit. So that's a change.
Yeah, but still, how long have
I
they
tell
had
you
the
what,
black rabbit?
I would say
because
the,
they had the ring around it too back in the day. Remember?
I'd say the Roosters.
You think the Roosters?
I'm going.
Let Trish win.
They're all wrong.
Oh.
I'll tell you, they're all wrong.
Can we go again?
Is it a younger club?
Do you want to have another?
One more crack. Let's
Go on,
have
have
one
one
more
more.
Give
crack.
us a state, Coop.
Okay.
No,
It's in-
It's New South Wales
Yeah.
Why?
because I just think it is.
Okay.
She might be wrong.
And you were about to
She
say
might be
no.
wrong. She might be wrong.
Go on, give us one.
Okay, I got one. I think it might be the Sharkies.
I'm going St George. It's St George.
I'll go Canberra Raiders.
Jack Johns
Yeah, again.
St George Illawarra Dragons.
How long?
1999. They've kept that one
Oh, that is that's a tricky question.
That's a good question.
Because Brisbane
That's very good.
Broncos changed theirs in 2003. They've had that logo since 2003. Rabbitohs were pretty recent. Bulldogs were 2008 or something.
The Rabbits had the established 1908 and the circle around it, and then they changed it to just the rabbit now. Like I like that too. Simple and iconic.
Simple is best.
Somebody also set a challenge to me. They messaged me, one of our listeners.
Sorry,
I just want to give us, if I feel like we could just do it once, one time in the family podcast until like continuous each week. So Gav, if you could, at one point, just read out. Gav's giving me the finger. If you could say an NRL team. And we have 3 seconds to think of a player. And if we all say the same player at once, I'm going to give away some footy gear to one of our listeners.
Okay, that's cool.
Are you guys on board with that?
I'm on board.
I feel like we need to give away some stuff.
Yeah,
Give
I
back.
like so too.
Give back to the fans.
I love giving away stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gav, you say a team. I'll say 3.
So
I'll go
we've
3,
just got to.
2.
So we keep it to ourselves until we're ready.
You say the team, and then you yell out 3, 2, 1, Gav, and then we'll say it
And
all.
play
At
it
once.
right.
Oh, we're going to say it all.
It's got to be a current player?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be a legend.
Oh, it can't be?
Yeah, let's do a current player.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I might let you down.
It's all right.
Manly. 3, 2, 1.
Tom
Trbojevic.
Trbojevic.
You said Daly Cherry.
Damn you. We all went Tom Trbojevic. Jack went Daly Cherry Evans.
We all
I said Tom.
Do we go yet?
No, we're done.
we only
Let's
do it once
only
a
once a
episode.
week. There you go.
Damn.
Nice one,
No
Coops.
winner today.
What a great
How
introduction.
are we gonna know who we're giving anything to, dude?
That's all right. We'll work out a
I'll
way.
figure it out.
Okay.
Hopefully
now-
we just never get it.
Now, here's the thing.
Cooper hates parting with his stuff.
New segment called Matt's Red Hot Question. This can be about anything. It can be about music. It can be about life or whatever. And I thought I'd bring this one up because I've been speaking a lot about death lately on the podcast and across numerous media platforms. And I was chit-chatting to an elderly woman, nice elderly woman, yesterday at the shops. And I actually asked her, we got around to death, and that's what you do when talk to people past 80. And I asked her how she wanted to go, how she wanted to be discarded. And she said she wanted to be in a crypt. She said that way, if there's a chance of getting a needle coming back to life, it's there, as opposed to cremation, which means you're gone. You know.
Well, can I just clarify something on
So
that?
yes,
When you go into a crypt, you do realise they take all your bodily fluids from you, don't you?
oh, that's a bummer. Okay, but anyway, she asked me. She said to me, "What are your plans? What are you going to do?" And I said, "I really don't have any." She was horrified. You said you have to make plans. So what we're going to do today, just a quick one, guys, just a couple of minutes. I want to imagine the fact that you're sitting here waiting to get the podcast. News filters through. There was a storm on the horizon. There was a random lightning bolt. It hit me in the head. Unfortunately, I'm dead. And okay, let's funeral plans. If I've got nothing to do with it, you don't know what my plans are, what would you do? The first question, how do I go? What's your plans? How am buried, cremated,
What's
what?
the first question? Are you buried or cremated?
Cremation.
I think save money. Well, what's cheaper?
Same.
Oh, it's the same to
Oh,
bury.
yeah, mate, it's very expensive to die, let me tell you.
Maybe just
It's a minimum of like
Penny
10,
rot?
12 grand.
Is it illegal to just leave someone to rot in
Yeah,
the backyard?
you're not allowed.
Is
Not allowed. Yeah. What we could do is pretend we don't know him, and then it becomes a public funeral, like
okay.
like the government.
Okay,
takes
to let
care
you
of
know
it.
now, guys, I want to be cremated. Okay?
Created?
Yeah,
Yeah.
created, then cremated.
Well, I'm going to cremate you anyway. Can I move on to the funeral or the memorial or whatever? What I'm going to do with your
Yeah,
bits
memorial.
and bobs that are
Yep.
left? Okay. So I figure just cremate, hoo-ha, and then have a memorial, and then which is essentially...
Is Al Pacino there? Is it?
and then as everyone's walking in, I'm going to play Highway to Hell. Then going to mix some glitter with your ashes, and through the course of the afternoon or evening, in what looks like a party / disco, is like sprinkle them over everybody.
You know what I do?
How do you feel about
I don't
that?
want them sitting like it's
Corey,
man.
Cobber, I'd bury her. It'd be an open casket wedding, funeral, sorry. And everyone on the way in gets a packet of Doritos, and your body will be holding salsa.
Right, we're going to take a break.
I like that,
Just
Jack.
when it couldn't get more ridiculous, it has.
I like it.
Do you
Cooper,
know
have
what,
you got
people?
anything?
I want your suggestions. Honestly, not about how I'm going to die. I think I need another family.
I got one.
I'm listening to, there's parties, frivolity, Doritos, salsa.
Give me a
F you guys. F you all. I'm taking a break. Welcome back to the podcast. Cooper, you're looking to basically save that segment,
yeah.
save the humiliation.
Because I don't like what Mum and Dad did to you. Then I don't think that's. I don't.
Mum and Jack.
Yeah. Am I your dad? Am I buddy?
Yeah,
Well-
I didn't know Kurt Gidley was here. Sorry, mate. Continue.
I look up to Jack and then I look down to you. I think, obviously, we will get you cremated, but like Jack said, open casket, big public wedding. The whole of Fox League will be there.
Wedding.
Yep.
Big public
Funeral.
funeral.
Buzz.
Whole of Fox League. Kenty and Buzz will be they'll talk.
I hope they don't start arguing.
No, they wouldn't. They would never. They'll be like opposing people at either end.
Who's doing the eulogy?
What's the
Brave.
eulogy?
Brave
That's
would be.
like a reflection upon his life. It's the main
I'll do that.
speaking bit. Oh,
Oh,
really?
I'll do that.
You're not going to be breaking down in tears, Cooper?
I think I'll be okay.
Oh.
I think it'll be fine.
What about Fletch and Hindy? They've got to do something.
Yeah,
No,
they
no,
can
no.
do a skit.
They- yeah,
Why
they're
don't they
the-
do a skit during?
Oh, that's genius.
Get a bang for a buck.
Yeah.
They're the pallbearers.
Oh.
I think Fletch and Hindy are going to carry you down.
I think
No.
that's crying over there.
And then, like I said, because you are a funny guy, Dad, you don't want everyone to be sad.
Yeah.
True.
You know, I think, like similar to Jack's idea, we set you up, we sort of get your body a little bit upright. We put shades on you and we fix your hand like a high five and everybody comes around and high five.
I like that.
Like weekend at
Genius.
Bernie's. I would love that. Weekend at Bernie's. It's my funeral.
I love that.
And then as we're bringing you out, It's Raining Men plays on. And then
Oh.
because not for you, but to show what's in Trisha's future as she
Oh.
goes and just
What about double down
Ambush.
and just have my rotting body and they get a Swedish masseur come in and massages me to It's Raining Sven. Righto, let's take a break. No, let's not take a break.
God, we've really
Righto, what
rattled
else have we
you.
got here? Last night I was
sorry,
watching
Matty.
The Project. There was a moment on The Project, mate, I was laughing. The irony was unbelievable, which I don't think Sarah, and I like Sarah Harris, picked up on. First of all, they interviewed a lady, right? And what she was doing the media rounds, saying she went to watch Arj
I've seen
Barker,
that.
the stand-up, and through the show, the baby was crying, and he asked, could you basically leave the room because the baby, which I can understand.
Yeah.
And she's complaining on air. Meanwhile, on air, they're trying to interview her, and the baby's crying, and Sarah Harris said, you might want to just maybe give that baby to someone else at the time. And you're going,
Oh, it's the same
they're on
thing
there
happened.
sympathising.
Yeah.
Then they've actually gone, excuse me, we just can't do. You go,
Yeah.
well, that's exactly what
Yeah,
Arj
but-
Barker was saying.
Yeah, but you know, she was at the front, like in fourth row. So that was one thing. And he said that he found it distracting for his
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
And the other thing is it was an evening and it was an age 15 plus performance. So the baby shouldn't have been there. So the staff at the theatre shouldn't have let her in
Okay.
with a baby.
I saw him he went on the Today Show. I saw him
I think-
talking
I mean,
to
they were-
Carl.
people
He
were
was
very
talking
quick to
Carl, and
attack.
he was like, look, people have now come out and
Yeah.
saying that she was breastfeeding. He couldn't even if she was,
Yeah.
he's on stage, he couldn't even see beyond like 10 metres ahead.
Yeah.
But I just found it ironic because I'm watching the interview going, oh my God, like, I actually get what Arj Barker, because the baby's crying and she's not
Yeah, it's
making any
distracting.
effort. She's just, and Sarah Harris said, you might want to have to pass that baby to someone like father because,
And then she
we
went on-
can't do the interview. And then it
That's
just
right.
continued. And I went, well, that's ironic.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, dear.
The hotline for
just-
this week.
Yeah.
We didn't have any hotline. We
Well,
had
not good
some,
ones.
but there were none that we were airable.
In fact, they were all pretty much bagging out Cooper. They were saying,
Were they?
Yeah, they were asking what the advice was when they were raising Cooper and what not to do.
Oh.
So we chose not to.
I appreciate
I
that.
told you the hotline's a bad idea, guys.
Do you know what's been happening?
You got to
just-
give him a good question.
Just while we're on that,
Here we go.
what's been happening heaps lately, even though I'm retired from football, I still get like messages when somebody else plays a bad game, somehow tying it into bagging me out.
Oh, it was your fault.
Yeah, like the other day I got one. I try to remember what it was. I got one from somebody must have hated Sam Walker. Somebody just must have hated Sam Walker's kicking game.
Who hates Sam Walker?
I don't know.
Sam, hang on, where's Sam Walker? Isn't he for the Roosters?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what's that got to do with you?
Well,
Yeah,
if you
ta-
let me say it,
Yes,
I'll get around to it.
Does two ears, one mouth.
And they said, how bad is Sam Walker's kicking game? Haven't seen someone with as weak legs kicking a ball since Cooper Johns. And then there was just like, then I was like, oh, what? Like that's a weird tweet to tweet. Like I'm not even in the game. And then I went searching, and there was like 10 more that were just hitting, like comparing. Someone was bagging Joshy Schuster and comparing him to me, being like, oh, at least he's not as bad a signing as Cooper Johns was. Like, there's heaps of that. There was one the other day saying, a poll on Twitter saying, is Cooper Johns Manly Seagulls' worst ever signing in history?
That's bullshit.
I was like, guys, I was a third string halfback signing. How can that possibly be the worst
And the
signing ever?
off-season,
And
the
Aaron
pre-season.
Woods is still there as well.
Onwards and upwards. Spirit it
In
became.
fairness, I'm still trying to decide, Cobbo, which salsa you'd want at your funeral. Medium, mild.
Yeah, that might be enough.
it spicy.
Now, what's the hotline for this week?
So this week, we're going to do what's your weirdest remedies, right? What your parents might have done for you or what you've done for your child. Remedies for sickness, illness, injuries, whatnot. I remember when I was a kid, Connie.
My mum had
yeah,
loads.
Conchetta. I actually grazed my armpit once. How I do that,
Armpit?
I don't know. I can't remember why. But all I remember is her saying, "Don't worry, I'll fix it." And she grabbed the butter out of the fridge, grabbed a knife, and she just smeared butter on it. And I thought to myself, now I'm going to go to bed smelling like popcorn.
Well, I clotted it.
Don't worry. Also, if you hit your head, she also put butter on it. If you got a lump, butter on it, and a 50-cent piece. For some reason, it had to be a 50-cent piece, and we
Yeah.
tied around with the scarf against the bump.
There's an old wives' tale that silver was an anti-inflammatory, wasn't it?
Well, that must be why, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had loads.
And
also,
Mercury was which
planet?
is true because mercurochrome, and he got banned. I think mercurochrome was taken off the
Yeah, I
shelves.
don't know.
Well, you know what weird thing is? I heard the other day, Uranus, the planet.
Yeah.
Apparently it's Uranus.
Please, it'll always be Uranus to me. That sounds like urine.
Urethra.
That's disgusting.
Uranus. It makes sense. Like there wasn't a guy. Like
What
a
about
bunch
that
of
poor planet?
scientists.
It can't move away from any insinuation like Uranus. Uranus. Ooh, urine.
Urine.
Just come on, guys. Let's give it another name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
on-
that for hotline for this week, people. Get in touch with us and tell us what. Let's rename the planet Uranus.
What about the one Jack just
we've
said?
already
Oh, what did you
announced
just say?
We're not listening.
Hey, 2 ears, 1 mouth, big boy.
remedies.
The remedies.
Jesus.
If you got a planet name as well, just chuck it in there.
Okay, let's just do something. For next week, the four of us come with a new name for Uranus.
Okay.
And present it to the UA.
Okay.
UE?
So let me just clarify.
United Nations.
UN.
Let me
Jesus.
just clarify. The hotline this week is remedies.
Old-fashioned remedies.
Old
Any
fami-
fun?
Sorry?
Yeah.
2 ears, 1 mouth. And the hotline number is 0402 266 161. There you go.
Cool,
Yeah.
Jack.
Well, have a good weekend, guys.
Wait, have
Look
we got
after
any other
yourself.
feedback?
Debbie, remember Debbie, she and her sister Barney have been contacting us over the last few weeks about Jack's man-spreading his shorts, having loose shorts, her blood
Is it
pressure
me
medication.
specifically or Cooper as well?
No, mentioning you particularly. And she said she and her sister would like to see you in cycle tights.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Nah,
Can we arrange that?
I mean, I made a deal with Dill Lucas, my old roommate. He's up there at Newcastle playing in the back row at the moment. I said to him, if you ever see me wearing cycle tights, I said, just come up from behind me and hit me in the back of the head as hard as you can.
Yeah.
So,
And
And he did it anyway.
And the last one, to all of our listeners that competed in the search for the NRL player who went to Turkey over the break, massive congratulations to everyone who picked it over the weekend. He made his long-awaited return.
You can't announce it, though. You can't say
No,
name.
you can. Matthew Lodge.
Yeah, he was Lodgy.
Congratulations,
It
Lodgy.
actually looks good.
Oh, I think it looked really
phenomenal.
Hair
Yeah, I know.
plugs.
Mate, that's a hell of a plug for whoever did it. Because
Yeah.
It's the biggest comeback in NRL history.
good. Has he
since-
actually come out and admitted it?
Don't know, but
Oh,
if he
my
has,
Lord.
congratulations, Lodgy. The hair looks great, mate.
It does look good.
It does look really good. It's
It does.
taken
like
20
a-
years
It's
off.
like a flat top. It's like these.
It's darker too, which helps.
Yeah, they've done a great job in Turkey, so we'll get that number off your reference and we'll use
Don't
that.
lock
Hey,
it.
don't worry, a lot of our
Put me in
people have
touch
won
with
it.
your man or woman.
Have a great week, guys.
Have a great week. Oh, and I hope you enjoyed your Anzac Day yesterday, everybody.
Yes.
We'd like to show our respects to everyone involved in helping our nation, lest we forget.
Lest we forget.